Meditate! Is this not why you are here?
Why they pay athletes these fantastic salaries. I was listening to the radio the other day. They just contracted to pay one player on one team $6 million a year. Can you believe this?
And why is that?
It's the Roman circus. What does the emperor do when the people become restive, and when the people are asking questions, and when the people don't like the policies of the emperor? He sends them to the circus. He creates a circus. He builds a giant coliseum. And he begins to throw the Christians to the lions. And he has great chariot races and football games and basketball games, all to keep the idiots preoccupied with things that don't mean anything in the scheme of the entire world, so that they don't have the time to learn what the truth is, so they don't ever get smart enough to learn how they're being manipulated, so they don't ever question the emperor. That's why they pay a player on a football team or a baseball team $1 million or $2 million or $3 million a year. It is the Roman circus. I know men who don't know anything in the world except who plays third base for the Mets, and they think that's a great accomplishment. And they meet and pat each other on the back and bond and go have cocktails and talk about what this guy that plays third base for the Mets did in last night's game. It's sad.
Shalom, shalom. Call hello, Yahweh Shimi Al Shai, Bahara Kakadash, Yahweh Shimi Al Shai, Bashim Kakadash, Barakatham, the Ba'anasai apostles who are elders who rule well. Also, blessed salutations to you brothers out there teaching and enduring truth and sincerity. This is a lesson called Bread and Circuses. All right, and this is in reference to Sirach chapter 18 verse 32, where it says pretty much take not pleasure in good cheer, neither pretty much neither in the expense thereof. You know, and the reason is because we got this pandemic going on right now, and apparatus, I'm able to find some videos of post-production showing you how football games, showing you how footballs, boxing, soccer, MMA, all these are things to distract you from what's going on. Especially right now, they're going to use these bread and circuses as incentives, going out to restaurants, you know, all these festive activities. They take them away from you, and then they open it back up, making you want it. And then they say, in order for you to get it back, you got to do this, that, and the third. Okay, which proves that, you know, again, they're manipulating the masses through bread and circuses. I seen one deal, I think it was in somewhere in South Africa, where they try to, you know, push out a mandate and said all healthcare workers are not allowed to, if you can't work if you haven't gotten your medical relief. And all the nurses band together, and they pretty much say, all right, well, my bad. We'll try to go about it a different way. The people here are too divided, because the bulk of the people here are into themselves, or into what they want to do. They want to get off. They want to bar hop. They want to go to this game. They want to go to that game, go to this event, you know, go to a spectacle, because this is a consumer nation. And it's a divided nation at that, okay? So we will never meet that mark. But for the Akim that are meeting that mark, be careful of the bread and circuses. You know, don't get too attached to it. You got to be able to disassociate yourself, or, you know, like they said on Heat, don't get into nothing that you can't get up and walk away from. As it also says in the book of 2nd Ezra and the book of Corinthians, that, you know, we got to be as pilgrims, though they have wives, be as though they had none, though that possess as though they possess not, such on and so forth. All right. So I wanted to read an excerpt also from this book. It's real quick. The Emperor's Handbook, Marcus Aurelius. FYI again, there's no book over the scriptures, over the Holy Bible, which I don't have my Bible. What I do, but matter of fact, I just read the Sirach 18 and 32, so just to give the scriptures its respect, it's only proper, reading Marcus Aurelius. We got to get to Yahweh while Yahweh shy. He surpasses, his wisdom surpasses that, but sometimes they can put it in word things that'll make it digestible. So I start at verse 30. Sirach 18 and 30 says, "Go not after thy lusts, but refrain thyself from thine appetites." Right? "If thou givest thy soul the desires that please her, she will make thee a laughingstock to thine enemies that malign thee. Take not pleasure in much good cheer, neither be tied to the expense thereof." You see? So that's why I look at all these sheeple, man. They get on CNN, whatever CNN say, and whatever this network say, and this network, you just jump and go with it. And then the people that are outside looking in, like, these niggas here, like, you don't have no sense. You know what I'm saying? And you're supposed to be able to bridle your whole body, man. A lot of these people that want to tell you about, yeah, CNN told me this and this newscast told me that, they don't even got the discipline to diet right, to live right, but they just take the easy road. They're not willing to take that tough road. They don't want to think for themselves, things of that nature. When all the signs point to saying no to that, they don't care, because it's the easy way out. But let's get to this book 1, excerpt 5. It says, "My tutor taught me to not take sides in circus contests." All right, green, blue, light, shield, or heavy, to love hard work, to limit my desires, to rely on myself, to keep my nose out of other people's affairs, and to turn a deaf ear to gossip. I learned to shun trivialities, to doubt the claims of wonder workers and wizards about spells and exorcisms, to refrain from cockfighting and other terms of gambling, to hear criticism without taking offense, to acquire a taste of philosophy. You know what I'm saying? Because that's very important, because it's very easy for a person to take offense at nothing, man. It's very easy for people to take offense at nothing, where it happens more often than not. All right, and then it's not a jealousy thing. It's more along the lines of you being able to control yourself. Okay, so I want to read this last excerpt, and then I'll end it from there, and then give a video for you guys. So in I'll read this too, because it's important, especially for these times. So in book 1, excerpt 16, it says, "My father enjoyed without pretension of self-indulgence the luxuries that his future lavished upon him, but when these were not available, he never seemed to miss them. No one ever mistook him for a pundit, to a today or a pendant, nor failed to recognize in him the qualities of a mature and accomplished man, insatiable to flattery and able to govern himself as well as others. He respected sound learning and those who seek the truth, and he remained on good terms with the rest, but from a distance." All right. So going to the same thing, jumping to the next chapter, says, "Moderation and good taste marked his celebration of holidays. What he did out of a sense of duty to meet a real need, not to gain popularity." So, I read this because a lot of times people do things like I tell my daughter, man, you don't gotta be heard to be seen. You know, pretty much you don't gotta make the most noise. Where it says an empty barrel makes the most noise, you don't gotta make the most noise for somebody to see you. You don't gotta do things for people to see you. You don't have to go out and have fun to enjoy yourself. You should enjoy who you are. You should be enjoying reading, being constructive, being around good people, not meaning that everybody makes you laugh, everybody makes you feel good, and everybody's cracking jokes all day. No, I'm talking about good people, good genuine people that'll tell you what's wrong. They'll reprove you when it's time to reprove you. They'll exhort you when it's time to exhort. They don't want nothing but progress and expect progress out of you as a friend and as an individual. All right, all those people and from a youngster, that hard-headed Jake spirit exists because Jake will wanna, hang out with their friends, and your parent be like, don't hang out with them. You know what I'm saying? And Jake think they know better, and you go to doing, hang out with them, then you getting in trouble and shit like that, and then you get older, you be like, man, I should have never did that. How many, raise your hand, whoever live like that, you see? Because when you're at that age, you don't value what's important. You don't value good people. Then when you get older and you got to really deal with people, you're going to start valuing it. Same thing with life, man. Nothing that glitters ain't gold, such on and so forth. Ain't nothing cheap. You're going to get what you pay for. All right? So at the end of the day, you should take pleasure in growth, not relaxing, chilling, being idle, and having fun. All right, and bread and circuses pretty much stalemate you and get you into that mode to where you locked in on whatever they're doing, whether it's football, basketball, boxing, or whatever. They got your eyes locked and you don't see what's going on. Now, am I saying that you don't watch it? No, because I watch boxing and things like that, but I'm not captivated. I'm not arguing for hours on who's going to unify in this. Yeah, we'll discuss it, but that's not my end all be all. That's not my life. That's not what I'm locked in on. And that's the same thing should apply to the Akim that are without, man, and the elect that are without, the Akim wa Akwa that are without. You need to take pleasure on growth, and you can relax in the world as far as when it comes to watching a game, going to a game, going to a bar. Shouldn't be something like, I can't wait to the weekend so I can go to a bar. I'm working this hard so I can go to a bar. Nah, that shouldn't be your life, because you're taking pleasure and good cheer. You should work because you got to work. That's what it requires. And then you should take pleasure in growth and increasing in the spirit. Okay? So with that being said, I want to say, call hello, Yahweh Shimi Al-Shai, Bahava Kakadash. Double honor to our apostles, to our elders who rule well. Blessed citation to you, brothers out there teaching and enduring truth and sincerity. Yahweh Shimi Al-Shai, Bahashim Kakadash, Barakatham. Shalom.